This morning we're headed to Byrd's Branch in Elkin, North Carolina, and we're going to be doing a review of that place for you this weekend. And anything else over here?
Well, I'm so excited. I'm playing 3 tank games on here to keep me busy.
We'll see you soon. I'm Christy.
I'm Jason.
I'm Ariella.
And this is Cecilia.
And we are
I want to camp with you.
It's a beautiful night. We're looking for something fun to do. Hey campers, I want to camp with you.
Here we are at Byrd's Branch Campground in Elkin, North Carolina. We're pulling up to the office to do the check-in procedure. They did allow us to come a little bit early today to try and beat the rain on our setup, which was awesome. So while Jason's checking in over there, I'll give you a quick view from across the road. Over there is the campground. As you can see, it's rather small, but it backs, our site at least, backs up to the creek, which is kind of nice. I'm pretty excited about that. I'm a huge water fan, so I like listening to the sounds of water. But anyways, I will give you more of a view when we get across the street. But looks like a very pretty place. And I think the girls are ready. Are you ready, Cece? Are you ready? How about you, Ariella? You ready?
Yeah.
She's anxious to get there. She didn't realize we were going to have to drive an hour. Cecilia. Okay, so we're pulled into the entrance, and right in front of us is Site 1, and then there's Site 2. That's where we'll be staying this weekend, and then they go in order, straight down the line. And then there's spots in the middle, and then there's one other spot on the other side, which is Site 12. That's the one we were aiming to get, but was not available this weekend. We had our first mess up, and it was all my fault. I did not pull back far enough in this space, or tell him to pull back far enough in this space. Anyways, now here we are redoing this whole backup thing, and I think we might have it this time. We shall see. Here he is chalking the wheels for the second time. I promise I'll get better at this whole thing. The problem is I get nervous because he tells me there's people coming in and we gotta get out of the way, so I start rushing and I don't really think it fully through. But I'll figure it out, I promise. Give us some literature upon checking in. First is the map of the campground there, if you'd like to see that. They also gave us a list of the local wineries and their distances from the campground, which is helpful, as well as a list of hiking trails, which we knew about a few, but I did not know there were nearly as many as this, so that's kind of cool. I think we are going to try and check out a few this weekend as long as we don't get completely rained out. And then they also gave us a little magazine type brochure thing on all the NC wines for 2021, as well as a list of local restaurants that you could call and either order or go pick up or just go eat at. And then of course there's the campground rules that you really shouldn't have any problem following. They're not that difficult. Okay, so here we are, finally set up at site number 2. There's Aubriella. She doesn't miss a camera opportunity. It's a pretty nice site. It's a little squeezed for space as far as parking the car and stuff. But overall, it's really pretty. There's a picnic table there. The fire pit is back in the woods, as you can see. The creek is behind us. A nice little wooded shaded area.
Fire pit.
Fire pit. If you walk around this side, we actually got just about as close as we could to the hookup, so we would have more on our side that our awning is on. Here we go, walking back to the fire pit. Super pretty little stream here. And pretty much all the back end sites back up to this. So it's a really pretty view you have all the way down. And all the fire pits are right along it. Nice relaxing little fire area.
Walk around.
Walking out of our site number 2, we go down here and here's number 3. Again, that's a back end spot, backs up to the creek. Number 4, that down there is 5 and 6.
And then...
So there's 6. And there's number 7, that's an end spot. That also backs up to the creek. 7, 6, and 5 all have sewer hookups. 4, 3, 2, and 1 do not have sewer hookups. They just have the water and the power. Over here is site number 12 that we were talking about earlier. And its awning side would back up completely to the woods, so that would be really private as far as that goes. Does this one have sewer?
I haven't got there yet. It doesn't look like it.
21.
12.
It might be the only one with sewer on this one.
So this one doesn't have sewer either. It's just water and electric. And then in the middle you got site number 10, 11.
Yeah, these drive-thrus have sewer, it looks like.
And these drive-thrus have sewer. And those are 13 and 14, I believe.
It's cold out here.
Oh, and look, there's cows. Right through the woods there. And that's Cece.
A Cece cow.
A Cece cow. And you continue to walk around the loop.
You making cannibalism?
Back up there is the office. And then back around over there to site number 1 and 2 where we're at. So it is a rather small campground, but it's really pretty
too, Mommy.
and a lot of wooded area compared to even the bigger ones.
There's 2 other sites off. Quarter mile up the road.
Oh yeah, they did. They had 2 sites off the side of the road going back, but they were kind of right on the roadside. I wouldn't really recommend staying there. I'm not sure of the site numbers. I'll have to look at the map. But it's a very pretty little quiet campground.
We can walk to the tent side.
We're gonna walk over towards the tent side and show you that side as well. So to get to the tent sites, we're back over here by our site, near site number 1. Oh, that was my finger, sorry. And we're gonna cross this little path and go across the road there. So here we are across the road.
That's the Carter Falls, I think they call it.
Up there's the Carter Falls hiking entrance. And a cute little bridge.
The store's nice up there.
Little area. Jason went in the store earlier. He said it was nice.
Usually stocked, but got stuff.
It's got the essentials. There's a playground, which is closed right now due to COVID.
Ownership changed hands recently, so you know they're trying to keep it as nice and make improvements as well. Yeah, you can see straight through the road.
Walk across this little bridge. They got a cute little bench there to sit on if you want. Next to the little stream. It's the Bird's Branch Smooching Bench. Get high on hiking.
That's their motto on their website.
No, dear, they're real. They planted some nice flowers. It looks like they try to keep their landscaping up really nice. It's very clean. And behind the playground and that little bridge are the tent campsites. They're very wooded and private and peaceful back here.
Yeah, we're not going to trail, baby. We're just walking the campground.
There's an outhouse over there and another little bridge.
The Mountain to Sea Trail, I think, goes right through this property, according to their site, or very adjacent to it.
Here's looking back up the hill
Yep, go ahead.
and back across. The store is up there on the hill where you check in at. And Aubrey's found another bridge. She just loves little bridges, so I guess we're gonna cross this one. Nice little stream. It's very pretty and quiet. Very back of the lot, we've decided that if we were tent camping, this would definitely be a great place to go. It's really private back here. This is the last campsite, and if you're not looking for activities other than hiking and camping, would definitely be an ideal spot. Way back here in the woods. Very nice. Walking outside of the tent campsites, Jason was right, that's Carter Falls. Trailhead up there, I believe that's the one we were going to try to hike to. And then you come back down over here, back to our campsite. There was another little bridge here that Aubrey wanted to cross, so we're coming in this side. And there's the bridge that we have to go across. So now we got the outside set up, and it looks like home sweet home. Still love my mat, by the way. I think that was a great buy. Also, we've decided that even though we originally wanted Site 12, which is across the park, it seems like it would be most private, we're now thinking that's not the case. We actually would prefer any one of these backup sites because they just have this nice pretty wooded area behind them, which to us is better than being on the edge of the parking lot. There's my crazy children and my handsome husband. And from the other angle. Home sweet home. Okay, so now that we've been here a few hours, a few things I did want to know after our walk around. They do have a trash can at each site, and they ask you to put your trash in it every morning, and they come around and pick it up, which I think is a great amenity. The last campground we stayed at did not have that. We did have to bring our trash to the dumpster, which wasn't a huge deal, but it is nice to just have the trash can at your site. Other than that, we have decided that the back-end sites that back up to the creek are probably the best sites you can get here because they do have the privacy of the woods, and their fire pits, like you saw in the video, are in the woods, which is really nice. So it gives you kind of a little shaded area to sit and enjoy, as you can see right there where our fire pit is at. And also gives you a place where the children can run around and play and enjoy themselves if you have kids. The place is overall really quiet. Everybody has checked in since we've gotten here, and everybody seems really quiet and respectful of everybody else. The new owners are really nice and easy to deal with, and they have also done a great job on maintaining the grounds and trying to keep everything clean and neat, and plant new flowers and landscape and just keep it looking pretty. The campsite so far is really super nice. Even though it's smaller than the last place we stayed at, it's really quiet and peaceful and enjoyable, and it's just got an overall good feel because of where it's at, I guess, and because they have kept a lot of wooded area around it to keep it feeling like you're still camping in the woods rather than camping on the side of the road. But those are some few highlights we had about the campsite. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask, and we will probably upload a few more videos while we're here this weekend. Just wanted to get this uploaded so you guys could take a peek at what the sites look like in case you were thinking about booking at Bird's Branch Campground in Elkin, North Carolina. Thanks, and we'll see you soon.
Hey campers, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the like button. Thank you.